welcome to Maroon Law's Class of 2019 Part 3. And in this episode, it is a Valentine's Day episode. I know I'm kind of far behind on Valentine's Day, but, you know, in this game, Valentine's Day is in the spring. So, let's do this. First, it's, we never went to check on Scott Jefferson and his wife Sharon and their kids. Did we check on them? Because I don't remember checking on the Scott and Sharon Jefferson and their kids, Lucky and JC. I moved JC back into her family's house because, well, it shouldn't make sense anymore for JC to be a runaway teen living with her Uncle Kenny and her cousin Lucky. So I moved her back in with her parents. Anyways, they're at the restaurant, this Kimmy's seafood restaurant. You know, one thing I don't like about this, I'm ordering the food, okay? But the food never came. Which sucks. Just order something, you know, because you're not getting it anyway, because this doesn't matter. At least you don't get charged with it. Like, oh my gosh, they get their order taken, but they never get their order. Wait, did they get their order taken? Because I don't remember. Yeah, they get their order taken. Yeah, so yeah, they get their order taken, but they never get their food. So we just spend the entire date of them just talking, you know. I can't remember which date I do next. Because this isn't the only date. You think I have a lot more to say? Because I probably woke up like, when did I wake up? Like an hour ago, and I'm still feeling kind of tired. Maybe by the end of the video, by the next video, I'll probably be more awake. You're singing about Valentine's Day? Is there really songs about Valentine's Day? I had no idea. But we got one of those, you know. No, when they sing about random holidays, it just sounds stupid. Like they sing about rebate day or something. It just sounds, or sing about skill day. It just sounds so stupid. Like, why would you sing about that? Like, what's so great about skill day? Or what's so great about rebate day that you gotta sing about it? I guess it's the way Sims do it. I guess if it's real life. If it's a really catchy tune, I guess it's okay. But in Sims, it just sounds ridiculous. They can't socialize about their meal if they haven't got the meal. At least I got MC Command Center, where I slow down their needs, everybody's needs to decay. You know, like for the playable Sims. So for all my active Sims, their needs don't decay. Well, they decay very slowly. So good thing they're not that hungry. I just like to take them out just to show that there's some romantic theme going on here. I can't believe they ain't got their food yet. That really sucks. She should write a bad review. Yeah, she should really write a bad review about this place because they ain't got their food. Cause she's a food Sharon's a food critic. It's like I never got my food. I waited hours with my husband. Waitress never came by with our order. Imagine what they're talking about. See, they're not going to get a gold on this event because they couldn't socialize about their meal. That really sucks. It sucks to suck. Yeah, I'm still yawning. I need to get me some tea or something. Yeah, get me some tea. See, they never got their food. But then they got the option to order again. See, there's something glitchy about this whole thing. I hate this. I hate this when it happens. So, it's like when somebody cancels their action. Anytime Sim cancels their own actions, I guess the restaurant or some action got canceled when they supposedly trying to get their food. See, they look like they already got their food. See, their food is... That's a thing. They already made an order, but it's given the option to order again. That doesn't make any sense. They already got their food. So where's their food? You know what? They can just leave. They didn't get their food. They didn't have to pay for it. So never come back. Just never come back to this restaurant. It's just a waste of time. Oh. Okay, now go home. Review restaurant. She should. She ordered for table. There's no... My gosh, this is insane. They just leave. She should have left a bad review. But she's just too nice. She's just too nice. Oh, we haven't had a date with Nicholas and his husband Patrick. They found a babysitter for their kids, so this is so sweet. Yeah, we haven't did a guy date. I mean, we haven't had a relationship with two guys on a date in this Let's Play before, in this one last. So let's enjoy Nicholas and Patrick on a date. Some places different too. I hope they get their food. I don't these Scott and the Sharon didn't complain too much. So also these videos, unless videos were recorded before I lost my graphics card, and now I'm just using graphics off my motherboard, which isn't the highest graphics. So you notice the difference in graphics between you haven't seen my Sims 4 gameplay without the decline in my graphics card, so. I mean, I think you have. One was Zoe did a gameplay, with a vampire gameplay. It was recorded on medium with my Sims 4 medium graphics. My Maroon hasn't. I don't think it has. No, it hasn't. I don't think it has. No. Sims 4, my Maroon hasn't been recorded with medium graphics. I'm glad that I did, you know? I also got some ideas to record my 100 Baby Challenge, the male version of it. I just got some ideas, so I gotta get going on that too. April is just gonna be mostly just me pre-recording stuff to upload probably in May. But if Zoe wants to upload something, cool. And I do have some music videos in mind too. For Lex. I just haven't made a music video in so long. I'm kind of out of practice. It's gonna take a while to make a music video. I had a friend who wants me to make a Lex video using the song "You Spin Me Round" by Dead or Alive, and I just don't see Lex in that song. I just don't see Lex with that song. I do have two songs I see Lex with, but the one my friend one of my friends requested, I just don't see that "You Spin Me Round" and Lex. I can't see it. I just can't. If y'all can, that's fine. But me, I can't see it. I'm gonna be the one making the video. I gotta be able to picture it. They're probably talking about how they met. I mean, he's technically like 6 years. There's a 6-year difference between Nicholas and Patrick. See, Nicholas rebelled when he was a teenager when he found out that his mother's his mother, but his father's is he and Charles are brothers, and not Charles isn't his father, he's his brother. Are you singing about Valentine's Day too, Patrick? My gosh. I'm trying to change the freaking subject. And it's like, yeah, my life is messed up. I think it's the reason why he's gay. I think the reason he had a kid is because he was confused at the time. He just acted out, you know. They didn't really know he was gay until he slept with a girl. And then he realized he was gay. But then the girl ended up gotten pregnant. So But he really didn't tell anybody he was gay because he think Charles is kind of old school. Not that old school. I mean, Charles is all for diversity. I mean, Chancelin is married to a Native American, and you got Jesse married to an Indian. So, I mean, he may be all for. And Patrick's like, why wouldn't your dad? Why would he approve that you're gay? He's like, well, I mean, he's like, just because he's all for diversity doesn't mean he's all for homosexuality. He's like, oh, your dad. Let's talk to him then. So like, yeah. So one time they came out and said, well, Nicholas to Charles said, I'm gay. And this is my boyfriend Patrick. And Charles be like, wait, so what happened to Cupcake? Who's Cupcake? What happened to Cupcake? It's like, that. She was a surrogate. Surrogate for what? Me and Nicholas had a baby together. Cupcake was the surrogate. I thought she was your girlfriend. No, Dad, no. She was a surrogate. I wanted you to see the mother mimic the child. Yeah. It's like, Dad, really? I'm gay. This is Patrick, my boyfriend. It's like, boyfriend? When did you meet when? It's like he's in college. He's in college. He needed a roommate. Started out as roommates, and then I found that he was gay. He was really into me, so it was awesome. I like how that green light made them look like aliens. Oh my gosh. Oh, date complete. Awesome. That's how I fade out. Then we got Lucky and Wyatt. I named him Wyatt too. The reason I kept the first name Wyatt is because in the Maroon Last Time writing, remember Callum Sterling, who gets jealous of trying to pursue Lucky as a score, as a conquest. And when he went to go pick Lucky tried to tell Callum that she wasn't interested, but he just kept pursuing. So he showed up at her house anyways, and Kenny says, you're not her boyfriend. She has a boyfriend named Wyatt. Didn't give a last name, but told Callum not to cause any trouble. So the next time they were at school, he ends up harassing one of Danny Garrett's friends, Wyatt Davison. So, just to confuse the two Wyatts. So yeah, I kept the first name Wyatt. Wyatt Prince. I really want to give him a different name, to be honest. I really don't like the name Wyatt anymore. But the reason I kept Wyatt is because I want there to be confusion between Callum harassing a Wyatt at school, and that was one of Dandy's friends. So, Dandy realizes that soon figures out that Lucky got her assistant principal in her back pocket, but Lucky is not looking for special treatment just because that Wyatt's dad is the assistant principal at her high school. So remember Monte Prinz? Yeah. He is the assistant principal at the high school. And Also, Wyatt is his son. And first, Monte was skeptical that his son was dating a 17-year-old. But he got used to it. Let's see how happy they were. And all he can say is like, do not break his heart. I could really... Montes did some damage before in the my first Maroon story, so we really don't want to mess with Monte. So anyone who hurts Lucky, Monte will step up and treat her like a daughter and defend her. Because anyone who's harassing her, giving her trouble. So that's how I'm rewriting it. That's how I rewrote it anyway in my actual story. We got Monte that expels her, calls her a sorry excuse for a human being, and expels her. See, Monte talks to people that like a normal assistant principal wouldn't talk to their students, but we're talking about Monte Prince here. I mean, you're talking about the same guy who insults people while he comes into school drunk. He doesn't. I mean, the reason Monte acted the way he did in the first Maroon in my story, was because his son Alex went to jail, and and Monte was having a hard time with it. So I don't know if any of this is making sense to you, because I know what I wrote and what I'm limited to play here in this game. I can't play them at school, which is difficult. I don't have that mod where you could play them at school. I don't. But whatever. I do whatever. What's available to me. Lucky does tell Wyatt what's going on. If there's guys harassing her, she'll tell Wyatt about it. And he's like, and Wyatt's like, at least you're coming clean about it. And Wyatt tells Lucky that there was one time right before Kenny and Jade divorced, Jade came on to Wyatt. It's like, oh, you're so studly looking. And he's like, I have a girlfriend. And she's like, so where is she? I don't see her here. And he's like, oh, no. He doesn't tell right away that he's dating his daughter. One, because she's worried about what Jade would do. She took it out of proportion, called the police on him or something. For going out with somebody underage. See, just because Kenny is okay with it doesn't mean everybody else would be okay with it. I mean, Monte's okay with it. I mean, Wyatt's parents are okay with it. Yeah, and Kenny's okay with it. See, man doesn't have to tell anybody else in the family. Maybe except Jesse, since Jesse lives nearby. Or maybe Brad knows. Now, if Scott knows, he's like, now, if some 30-year-old guy comes up to my 17-year-old daughter and asks her out on a date, I would just flash him my badge and run. So ask my daughter out. I said, ask my daughter out one more time. So Scott would be skeptical of Kenny's choices. It's like, why would you want your daughter to date a 30-year-old man? It's like, I did a background check on him. He's okay. It's like, that's not the point, Kenny. What? How do you know they're not having sex? It's like, because Kenny told them they can't have sex until she's 18. It's like, well, how do you know they're not? It's like, well, Lucky doesn't lie to me. It's like, there's different ways to have sex, and she can lie to you about it. She can exaggerate. People could tell Wyatt lies. People can answer a question with a question. Well, and then Ken's like, well, I trust Lucky. It's like, yeah, but do you trust this Wyatt? Just because he has a clean record doesn't mean he's not like the type of guy who would wait till she's 18 years old. He's like, well, if he hurt Lucky, I would know. She'd tell me. He's like, are you sure? He's got 2 kids. It's like, so? Wait, did they squeeze in one more date after this? I mean, there's still like 4 minutes left. Oh, that's right. We squeezed in, Kenny. Did Kenny go on a date or something? I mean, I forgot what we were doing there. Or she just gonna have a heart-to-heart with her dad or something? Oh, that's right. I think it's because now she's dating somebody else. Like, Wyatt can't have never happened. I don't care. Why are these names for other people, like, these NPC Sims have babies and I'm supposed to name them? I don't know how to get rid of that. She's gonna talk about her date. Yeah, talk about her date with Wyatt. It's like a Callum showed up. She's like, oh, not that guy again. I'm not into him, I swear. That's right, she's engaged. She did become engaged to Wyatt Prince. And she's telling her dad all about it. Her dad is kind of like, you are 17 years old. You don't need to be engaged right now. And she's like, well, I just couldn't tell him no. She's like, but I love him. He's like, but you're too young. You barely know each other. It's like, you and Toma barely knew each other and you married her. He's like, she's of age. It's like, Lucky, just because you're engaged doesn't mean you're still having sex before you're 18, okay? That's just not how that works. It's like, okay, fine. And you're not getting married till you're out of high school. Yeah. So having that kind of talk, yeah. It's like, you're not getting married till you're out of high school. Plain and simple. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. As long as we can stay engaged. Of course. The awkward conversation. It's like, you can stay engaged as long as you don't get hitched before you're 18 and before you graduate high school. And you're not having babies until you're married. She's like, okay. She's like, I wonder how your dad's gonna. I wonder how Grandpa's gonna feel about all this. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot. Let's not tell him yet. Let's not tell my dad that he's. I wonder if Kenny's gonna tell his dad that he's gonna let his that his 17-year-old daughter's engaged to a 30-year-old man. Oh man, I wonder how that's gonna work out. He's very old-fashioned. Anyways, we are coming close to the end of this video, so stay tuned for part 4.